On Diamond 88.7 FM, we give credible, factual, balanced reports at all time. Join us as we take you around the globe on the world news. Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
From the news desk of Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, this is news around the world.
In the headlines, President Tinubu welcomes Supreme Court verdict, seeks support of Nigerians. Former President Buhari praises Supreme Court's verdict on presidential election. DSS confirms release of former EFCC boss Bawa. Kwara resident enjoyed to participate in this month's sanitation exercise. In business, average price of 1 kilogram of cooking gas stood at 837 naira in September. On the foreign scene, Sudan peace talks resumes today in Saudi Arabia. In the world of sports, Nigeria retains 40th position in latest FIFA World Ranking. Good evening and many thanks for joining us for the news across the world on Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. I am Joseph Emeribe. You can listen to us via our website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live via Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download our app on Play Store at Diamond 887 FM. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Do stay tuned.
Opportunity in this country. I don't lose hope. Oh my God, jackpot.
Leaving the country may not be the solution that you think it is. Don't make leaving Nigeria the only solution to your life's challenges. Japa because you want to, but stop raising it as a solution to national issues that you can work on and fix. Nigeria will always be your home, and together we can make it better.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
We are glad to still have you there. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has welcomed the Supreme Court verdict which upheld his electoral victory at the February 25th presidential election. This was disclosed in a statement today where the president welcomes the verdict of the Justice John Okoro-led panel of the Supreme Court in the presidential election petitions filed by the candidates of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and the Labour Party, challenging the ruling of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. Tinubu said the Supreme Court verdict consolidates Nigeria's electoral jurisprudence and a constitutional democracy, embedding them more indelibly in the national consciousness. Tinubu assured Nigerians that his victory at the court has further energized and strengthened him and his commitment to continue to serve all Nigerians of all political persuasions, tribes, and faith with honor and total respect for the diverse opinions. Still with the presidency, ex-President Muhammadu Buhari has hailed the Supreme Court verdict that upheld President Bola Tinubu's election, asking the opposition to team up with the Nigerian leader Buhari said this in a statement by his spokesman Garba Shehu minutes after the Apex Court dismissed appeals by P2B of the Labour Party LP and the People's Democratic Party PDP's Atiku Abubakar. He noted that the judgment is a welcome relief to him and to a majority of the citizens of Nigeria. Buhari believes that the verdict is a reaffirmation of the will of the majority of the people against the determination and will of a hard-fighting minority. But he expressed worry over the low voting percentages of all over the country, especially in urban areas, calling for a change given the acceptance and vibrancy of democracy in Nigeria. Still on the Supreme Court judgment. With the Supreme Court passing judgment on the appeals of the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party as well as their presidential candidates against the election of President Bola Tinubu, political office holders and other politicians have been reacting to the judgment. The Supreme Court today upheld the victory of President Bola Tinubu in the February 25th presidential election. The Apex Court, in its ruling, dismissed the appeals by the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, and his Labour Party (LP) counterpart P2B for lacking merit. Reacting moments after the Apex Court dismissed the appeals by Atiku Abubakar and P2B, the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Ganduje, Chief of Staff to the President Femi Gbajabiamila, and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, all hailed the judgment and said it's now time for the President to focus on governance. Away from the Supreme Court judgment. The Department of State Services (DSS) has formally confirmed the release of the former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), Mr. Abdulrasheed Bawah. The Director of Public Relations and Strategic Communications of the DSS, Dr. Peter Afunanya, confirmed the release of Bawah in a statement today in Abuja. He said that the former EFCC boss was released yesterday night but did not give details of the deal. It could be recalled that the former EFCC boss has been in the detention of the DSS since June the 14th after his suspension by the federal government. And to report from the state of Harmony. The National Youth Council of Nigeria (NYCN) Kwara State Chapter today paid a courtesy visit to the Honorable Commissioner for Environment, Kwara State, Alhaji Shehu Ndanusa Osman, to officially congratulate him on his recent appointment as Commissioner for Environment in the state. This was made known by the Press Secretary, Minister of Environment, Yakub Kamaldeen Aliaga, and made available to Diamond FM correspondent. The council, headed by its chairman, Ali Nasiru Yusuf, said the visit to the Honorable Commissioner was to declare their support for him as the new head of the commission, who was once a member of the National Youth Council of Nigeria. Yusuf pledged to join hands alongside his members in assisting the commission to achieving its set goals and objective of creating and ensuring a cleaner, healthier, and sustainable environment that will promote economic growth and well-being of Kwarans. The Honorable Commissioner, while addressing the Youth Council, stated that he intends to incorporate the youth in assisting the ministry in various capacities where the ministry needs creative and vibrant assistance. Honorable Osman further pledged to partner with the National Youth Council in the monthly sanitation exercise through provision of monetary vehicles, task force vests, and subventions in ensuring an effective monthly sanitation exercise.
There is this dream we all have together for youth council, and the dream is to see the local chapter in full fledged. We are going to inaugurate local government. We have also promised youth council to be a strong member of our task force. Also, very soon, we want to also propose avenue to get some youth on board too in the ministry to augment where we have lapses in our personnel. So immediately we are able to secure approval. Definitely some slots will be given to youth council. You are a friend of environment. The door is open for you, the leadership, and even everyone. And approach me as such. Wherever you are, and you saw what is happening, and it's not something good for our environment, I want you to act as Honorable Commissioner of Environment.
Meanwhile, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Environment, Hajia Hafusat Ibrahim, appreciated the Youth Council and also encouraged them to recruit more women in the society.
And I want to specifically appreciate the honor done to us this afternoon. We appreciate your presentation. We appreciate all the accolades. In fact, my head was just swelling because I know he's a member, but I don't know he has gone this far with two people. And I want to thank God for his life. I want to see many of you trying to overshadow what he has done in the council. And I want to encourage more the ladies to bring in more women. And we are looking forward to more partnership from you. You people have come around, but we need to see you living up to all your talks, all what you have promised us. You promised to be there for us. Like this coming Saturday, we want to have another environmental sanitation. It will take a new shape. All our officers that are supposed to work with us that day should be at their stand, and we'll be looking forward to having your representative in our meeting tomorrow. Once again, I want to say you are welcome and thank you for your gestures.
Still on environment, residents of Kwara State have been enjoined to participate fully in this month's sanitation exercise coming up on Saturday, the 28th of October 2023 from 7 to 9 o'clock in the morning by cleaning both their residential and business environment. This was made known by the Press Secretary, Minister of Environment, Yakubu Kamaldeen Aliaga. Members of the public are to note as usual that there will be no vehicular or human movement across the state within the scheduled 2-hour duration of the exercise. Security and monitoring agents will be on ground to monitor and ensure compliance across the entire state. Waste management trucks will be made available for waste collection and subsequent disposal of the same at the dump site of the metropolis. In the same vein, any attempt to obstruct government officials from carrying out their statutory obligations will be dealt with within the ambit of the law. Away from the Ministry of Environment, Kwara State, women has been advised to take time to do regular medical checkup on their body, most especially their breast, to prevent them from having breast cancer. The advice was given in Ilorin today by the Director of Bundy's Care Support Initiative, Mrs. Fumi Adefila Osiegbu, during a sensitization and awareness campaign at Yoruba Road Market, Ilorin, as part of its activities to mark this year's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. She said the program was held at the market to make them aware of the danger of breast cancer and how to prevent it.
This program is a world-known program that is carried out worldwide. It's called the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Pink October, really, is a month where women are sensitized on how to take care of their breasts against breast cancer.
Mrs. Oshegbu disclosed that early detection of breast cancer is crucial in its treatment, which is why it is imperative for women to examine their breast regularly.
Free medical screening exercise going on, and some of them are already there doing the screening. We are targeting that we'll be able to do well over 100 women because we're doing it today and tomorrow. The ones that we have done in the past, people that benefited.
The market women leader of Yoruba Road Market, Alhaja Mulikat Tinuola Ajide, appreciated the program facilitators for bringing the program to the market while urging women to take their health seriously. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. Now we go on a break, and when we return, we bring you foreign, sport, business, and entertainment news. Do stay tuned.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 87 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Welcome back from that break. You are still listening to the news across the world, reaching you live from Diamond 88.7 FM here in Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. Now we move on to the foreign stories. Sudan's warring parties resumed talks today in Saudi Arabia aimed at ending a conflict that has raged for over 6 months and left thousands of people dead. Since April, the war between forces loyal to Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan has his former deputy Mohammed Hamdan Daglo, who commands the Rapid Support Forces (RSF), has killed more than 9,000 people and displaced over 5.6 million. Previous mediation attempts have yielded only brief truces, and even those were systematically violated. The latest talks between the warring factions are brokered by the African Union and the Intergovernmental Authorities on Development (IGAD), the Eastern African Regional Bloc, led by Kenya. Still on the foreign scene, European Union leaders are meeting in Brussels at a summit overshadowed by Hamas' war with Israel and the EU's failure to project a united front. For weeks, the European Union's stance on the war has been clouded with mixed messages and conflicting national views on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. But after days of disagreement, EU leaders aim to reach a common position whether to back a ceasefire or humanitarian pauses in the fighting. European Council President Charles Michel says the deteriorating humanitarian situation in Gaza is of grave concern, and the leaders are keen to facilitate access to food, water, medical care, fuel, and shelter. They hope that it will create safer conditions for the release of more than 200 hostages seized by Hamas gunmen during their 7th of October attack. And that's it on the foreign scene. Up next is business.
Diamond FM Business News.
And in the world of business this evening, the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) said the average price of 1 kilogram of cooking gas increased from 823 naira recorded in August 2023 to 837 naira in September 2023. This is contained in a Bureau's Cooking Gas Price Watch for September 2023, released today in Abuja. The report said the September 2023 price represented a 1.81% increase compared to what was obtained in August 2023. However, the average price of 1 kilogram of cooking gas decreased on a year-on-year basis by 6.36% from 894 naira recorded in September 2022 to 837 naira in September 2023. And that's it in the world of business. Up next is sport.
Diamond FM Sports News.
In the world of sport, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have kept the 4th position in the latest world ranking released by the Federation of International Football Association FIFA today. Nigeria had dropped from 39th to 40th in the previous FIFA world ranking published last month, despite recording a 6-0 win against Sao Tome and Principe in their final 2023 AFCON qualifier. The team, however, retained their position in the latest world ranking after playing a 2-2 draw with Saudi Arabia and beating Mozambique 3-2 during the last international break. Also in Africa, the Super Eagles did not change position as they remained at number 6. Also in sport, Newcastle and Italy midfielder Sandro Tonali has been banned for 10 months by the Italian Football Federation FIGC for breaching betting rules. The 23-year-old will not be eligible to play again until August next year and will be unavailable to feature at Euro 2024 next summer and should Italy qualify. Earlier this month, Juventus midfielder Nicolo Fagioli received a 7-month ban from the FIGC for betting breaches. Italian Football Federation President Gabriele Gravina told newsmen that agreement has been reached between the federal prosecutor and Sandro Tonali. The plea agreement is for 18 months, of which 8 months is for rehabilitation, which involves therapeutic activity and making at least 16 public appearances. And that's it on sport. With that, we've come to the end of the news across the world, but before we go, here is the recap of our major highlights has brought to you. We told you earlier that President Tinubu welcomes Supreme Court verdict, seeks support of Nigerians. Also, former President Buhari praises Supreme Court verdict on presidential election. DSS confirms release of former EFCC boss Bawa. From the State of Harmony came the report that Kwara residents enjoyed to participate in this monthly sanitation exercise. And in business, average price of 1 kilogram of cooking gas stood at 837 naira in September. From the foreign scene, Sudan peace talks resumes today in Saudi Arabia. And in the world of sport, Nigeria retains 40th position in latest FIFA World Ranking. On this day in 2009, Chief Body Judge and 5 other board members of the Nigeria Port Authority were jailed by our Lagos High Court for contract fraud. Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM Newsroom on 0916 062 7526. 0916 062 7526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akinwumi, and I am Joseph Emeribe. Thank you for listening to your shining Supreme Station. Do stay tuned for the news in Yoruba language. Good evening.
Drug abuse affects both brain and behavior. It has multifaceted impacts on one's body, mind, and nervous system. However, you